The story begins in an old, broken-down house. Inside, a man and his wife are being brutally beaten by a few loan sharks. One of them even pressed a hot iron onto the man's lap. Blood was dripping from his mouth, and he begged, "Please, just give me one more month. I promise I'll return your money." But the leader of the loan sharks, the one holding the iron, smirked and said, "If you've borrowed from others too, then sell your organs. A real man pays his debts." Then he grabbed the man by the throat and was about to burn his face with the iron. He said, "You both should feel a little pain. Only then will you understand the pain of those who never get their money back." But just as he was about to press the iron on the man's face, he noticed the woman. She was trembling, breathing heavily, and doing something on her phone. The leader snatched it from her and growled, "What were you doing? Calling the police? Or texting a ghost?" When he looked at the screen, he froze. She was texting her son. The message read, "Son, don't come home." But she hadn't sent it yet. Her son was already trying to reach her, texting, "Mom, where are you? I can't reach you." The message to warn him was never sent. The leader suddenly lit up with an idea. "What's the point in killing you two? You have a son, right? Let's play with him instead." The couple broke down in tears, begging him not to touch their son. But no one listened. The leader told his men, "Shut them up. No noise. We don't want the kid to be scared." They tied the couple to the wall, and just then, their son came home. He was a high school student. His name was Kang San-woo, and he's the real hero of this story. As he opened the door, his mother, with her mouth taped shut and tears in her eyes, tried to signal him not to come in. But it was too late. San-woo was already inside. The loan sharks were ready. He casually took off his shoes, adjusted his bag, and said, "I'm home." Before he could even grasp what was going on, one of the goons smashed a rod on his head. His mother's heart sank. She thought her son was done for. But then, everything changed. San-woo grabbed the guy who hit him and with a single punch, shattered his face so badly it looked like even hell wouldn't want him. Everyone stood frozen. The leader started sweating. He realized this kid wasn't just strong, he was dangerous. He yelled at his men, "Attack together! Take him down if you have to kill him." One goon charged, but San-woo dodged easily. Then he hit another guy in the ribs so hard you could hear them cracking. That guy dropped the rod and started gasping for breath. But San-woo didn't stop. He landed another heavy punch in the same spot, this time completely crushing the guy's ribs. Then he grabbed the first attacker's leg and with a powerful kick, shattered his bones. 3 goons were already down. Then another idiot stepped up, thinking he could take San-woo down with a chair. He actually slammed the chair onto San-woo's head. The impact, 0. San-woo grabbed him and slammed him so hard into the wall, the guy blacked out instantly. The leader stood frozen. He couldn't understand what was happening. Thinking he could scare San-woo by threatening his dad, he turned to look, but it was too late. San-woo had already picked up the hot iron. He grabbed the leader's head and pressed it against the wall. Crack! The leader's neck broke. Not a single goon was left standing. San-woo was breathing heavily now. He walked over to his parents, untied them, and simply said, "If we weren't poor, maybe I wouldn't have had to fight." And with that, he collapsed. A few hours later, multiple ambulances showed up. All the gangsters were rushed to the hospital, crying in pain. Even the doctors were overwhelmed by how bad things were. At the reception desk, a man wearing glasses asked a nurse, "What happened here?" The nurse replied without even looking up, "A high school kid took down an entire gangster crew by himself." The man in glasses was stunned. Right in front of him, the gang leader was being wheeled in on a stretcher, neck braced and face barely recognizable. The boss grabbed a new guy and said, "Find the one who did this to us and kill him." But the underling smirked and said, "No problem, boss. That kid's already here. He's in the same hospital." He added, "Black Bear just went in. So, that kid is as good as gone." The man in glasses flinched the moment he heard the name Black Bear. He quickly turned to the nurse. "That high school boy, what room is he in?" "Room 202, she replied. Without wasting a second, the man sprinted toward the emergency ward, straight for room 202. In his mind, he thought, if that's the same black bear I know from this area, then he's their top fighter. I need to see him in action to understand his real strength. He stopped near the room and peeked through the glass. He didn't go inside. He just wanted to observe, to see what Black Bear was capable of. Inside, San Wu was lying in bed, still connected to a drip, face to face with Black Bear. Black Bear muttered, I thought I'd be called in for a real threat. But this is just some high school kid with a few punches. Then he looked at San Wu and said, don't take it personally. I've got debts to collect too. But you seem interesting. You're not scared of me. He grinned. All right then, let's see what you've got. Black Bear sneered. Let me show you what real fear looks like. But San Wu didn't give him the chance. He launched a lightning-fast jab, but Black Bear was even faster. He slapped San Wu across the face so hard, it was like swatting a mosquito with a fly swatter. San Wu hit the ground, coughing up blood. Outside the room, the man with glasses was impressed. That speed. Insane, he thought. Black Bear had lived up to the hype. Black Bear laughed. Kid, no matter how wild you act, if you charge at me with your eyes wide open like that, I'll drop you every time. But in the very next moment, everyone was stunned. San Wu slowly stood up. He wiped the blood from his mouth and said calmly, you talk too much for someone who's got nothing. That got under Black Bear's skin, but also excited him. This is what he craved, the thrill of facing someone who didn't flinch, didn't fear. Now the man with glasses grew serious. He realized Black Bear really intended to kill San Wu. Just as he was about to rush in to stop it, San Wu dodged Black Bear's first strike and landed a brutal kick straight to his face. The man in glasses was shocked. He never imagined anyone could land a clean hit on Black Bear. But Black Bear caught himself with his hand before falling completely. The man with glasses sighed in relief. Of course, he thought, he's called the physical king of the whole country. No way he'd go down that easy. Black Bear smirked. You think I'd fall from a high schooler's kick? But before he could finish his sentence, bang! San Wu landed a punch right in his face. Black Bear's head slammed into the floor, and he went down. Even the man in glasses couldn't believe what he was seeing. This is impossible, but San Wu wasn't done. He unleashed a flurry of punches, one after another. It looked less like a fight and more like a lesson in pain. Black Bear, desperate, grabbed San Wu around the waist and squeezed hard. San Wu was caught off guard. Black Bear whispered, this move, using it on a high schooler, is shameful. But now it's going to be fun. The man in glasses instantly recognized it, the Bone Crusher, a finishing move. No one had ever escaped it. He thought, I have to stop this fight now. But then he froze. San Wu was still moving. Black Bear couldn't believe it either. His grip wasn't working. The kid wasn't breaking. San Wu, shaking, started to rise with every ounce of strength. Then, bang, he head-butted Black Bear right in the skull. The impact was so brutal, Black Bear let go immediately. He gasped, did this kid get metal implants in his skull or something? But San Wu didn't stop. He landed headbutt after headbutt until bones cracked, teeth shattered, and Black Bear's face turned to pulp. The man with glasses finally shouted, stop, he's already unconscious. Then he whispered, enough. Stop now. If this keeps going, cleaning up this mess will be a nightmare. The man in glasses quickly made a call. Car accident, head trauma, room 202, building B, get here fast. San Wu, barely holding himself up, turned to him and asked, who are you people? The man with glasses handed him a card. This contact, he said, can give you everything you've ever wanted. San Wu stared at it, confused. You're part of his team? Glasses guy chuckled. No, I was thinking of joining your team. Just then, masked men entered the room. Their job, pick up Black Bear and wipe the scene clean. One of them asked the glasses man, status confirmed. Should we wrap it up? He nodded. Make sure Black Bear stays unconscious for a while. Got it, the masked man replied, and the cleanup began. San Wu just sat there, overwhelmed. Who are these people? What the hell is this world? Glasses guy walked back over and handed him the card again. This contact belongs to the one who can give you everything you've ever dreamed of. San Wu took it, but had no clue what it really meant. The man said, you just have to fight for whoever you serve. but Sanwoo clenched the card in his fist and said coldly, "Get lost." He tossed the card straight into the trash and added, "I don't need to fight to make money. I don't know what scam this is, but I'm not interested." Then he walked out of the room. The man with glasses didn't follow him, but thought to himself, "People change. So do their decisions."